So cards A and B are connected by a rope 35 feet long that passes over a pulley P. See the figure here. Okay, this has two cards A and B, and I will have P is the pulley over here. So I will draw a simplified diagram. So let's draw a card A as a point in this triangle. So I will have A is here, and also card B also a point in this triangle. So B is here, and the pulley is on the top of the triangle. So I have P is here. Okay, and we know that the length of the rope here is 35 feet. Okay, so this one here, AP and PB, when we add them up, we will have 35 feet. So if we name this part as A and this part as B, we know that A plus B, that has to be 35 feet, right? Okay, now let's continue to the next sentence. The point Q is on the floor 12 feet directly beneath P and between the cars. So I will have point Q here, and then the length of this PQ here is 12 feet. And I think that is a constant. Why? Because we fixed the pulley here on the roof, so it cannot move anywhere else. Right? So I will have 12 here as a constant. And then card A is being pulled away from Q at a speed of 4 feet per second. So if we name this as X, the movements of this card A is going to the left like this. And then the speed is the change of X here over time. So I will have dx dt. And that will equal to 4. And the unit here will be feet over second. Good. How fast is card B moving toward Q at the instant when card A is 9 feet from Q? Okay, so the question is asking us about the change of this length. Let's name this length as Y. And then the speed is going there, right? Obviously, because if we pull this rope here to the left, this has also goes to the left, right? And then that will equal to dy dt, right? And when should we calculate? When card A is 9 feet from Q. So that means that it is when X is equal to 9. Good? Okay, I think we need to start with this one here because we need to talking about the speed. I think we can take the derivative of this with respect to time. Okay, so let's differentiate this with respect to time. And we will have dA dt here on the left hand side, and then also plus dB dt. And then because this is a constant, 35 is a constant, the differentiation will be 0. The derivative of it will be 0. So I will have 0 on the right hand side. And I think I will leave it here from this one. And now let's calculate this relationship between X, 12, and A from this right angle triangle, right? Because we have two right angles here at Q. So we can see it as right angle triangle APQ and then PQB, right? Okay, let's start with the triangle AQP. Okay, and the triangle AQP here, and if we apply Pythagorean theorem, I will have x squared, and then plus this one here will be 12 squared, and that will equal to a square. Good. And again, I want to take derivative of this with respect to t. So I will have 2x here, but that is the derivative with respect to x. To get it with respect to t, we multiply this by dx dt. Remember the chain rule. Okay, 12 squared, when we differentiate it, we can get 0 from this. So I don't need to write it here. And on the right hand side, I will have 2a multiplied by dA dt. Okay, we can cancel out that 2. And I want to isolate that dA dt. So here we will have dA dt. that will equal to x over a multiplied by dx dt. Okay, that is good. Now let's work on right angle triangle PQB. Okay, so I will have a triangle PQB. Okay, and I will have y squared here plus 12 squared. That will equal to this one here. That will be b squared. And on the left hand side, I will have 2y dy dt when we differentiate it with respect to t. And then 12 squared will become 0. And then on the right hand side, I will have 2b db dt. Okay, and that 2 will cancel out. So I will have 2 cancel out. And so I will isolate for db dt here. So I will have db dt. That will equal to y over b multiplied by dy dt. Good. And now we need to plug this dA dt into this one. And this dB dt into this one here. So maybe let's name this equation here as equation number 1. And we need to name this step as plug into 1. So I have plug into 1. So here dA dt is x over a. So I have x over a and then multiplied by dx dt. And then plus we will have dB dt, but dB dt is this one. So I will have y over b dy dt. And all of that will equal to 0. But remember that we need to isolate dy dt, right? Because this is what is the problem asking us. So dy dt is here. So let's isolate that on the left hand side. So here we will have y over b multiplied by dy dt. And on the right hand side, I will have minus x over a multiplied by dx dt. Okay, and what can we do here is we multiply both sides here by b over y. Right, because on the left hand side they will cancel each other, this y and that y, b and b will cancel out. So on the left hand side we only have dy dt, but then on the right hand side I will have minus x multiplied by b divided by y multiplied by a, then multiplied by dx dt. And this one is very important equation in this problem because this one here can be used for this one here. Okay, now let's see the specific case when x is equal to 9. So here we need to find out x, y, a, and b when x is equal to 9. And I think the first thing that we can find out is this a here, right? Because we can find out with Pythagorean theorem. So I will have a squared is equal to x squared plus 12 squared, but this x is 9. So I will have 9 squared. Yeah, we'll have 9 squared, that is 81. And then plus this one is 144. So I will have a squared here is equal to 225. But then that will be, so taking the square root, I will have a is equal to 15. Good. But then if a is equal to 15, remember that a plus b is equal to 35 here. So that means that b here is equal to 20. Right? But then if b is 20, we can also calculate y, right? So because we will have b squared is equal to y squared and then plus 12 squared, right? But then b is 20, so I'll have 20 squared and then minus 12 squared, that will be 12 squared, right? and that will equal to y squared. Good. And this one is 400 minus 144. On the left hand side, I will have 256, and that will equal to y squared, and taking the square root, we will have y here is equal to 16. So here we will have x is equal to 9, a is equal to 15, b is equal to 20, and y is equal to 16. So we have all the variables here, and the xdt we also have it here. What we don't have is space, but then let's clean this up to solve that problem. Okay, now all that we need to do is to plug in into this equation here. Okay, so let's plug the values to that equation. So we will have dy dt when x is equal to 9. So we will have minus x, that will be 9, okay, and then b is 20, okay, so I have 20 here, and then divided by y is 16, okay, that will be good. And then what else? We will have a here, and then a is 15, so we'll have 15 here, and then we will have dx dt, which is 4. So I will have 4 here. And what can we cancel out? I think we can cancel out this 4 with 6. So I will have 4 here. And then let's divide this by 5. So I will have 3. And also I will have 4 here. And that 3 will cancel into 9 here into 3. So I will have on the numerator 3 times 4, so I will have minus 12 divided by this one here on the denominator, so I will have 4. So we will have minus 3, and the unit here will be feet over second. And that is the answer for this problem, which is a very nice number and satisfying, minus 3 feet per second. And the minus sign here, meaning that this length of y is decreasing. That is why we have negative values. And I think that's all for this problem. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.